Welcome back, everyone. I am joined by a very special guest today. Please welcome 10-year-old Alex Garcia. He is the author of The Time Machine. Thank you so much for joining us, Alex.
Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Oh, no, you're doing great so far. So we're going to talk about your book. Tell me about your book and a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, about my book, it's about a time machine. It's called The Time Machine.
Okay.
It's about a scientist, and he makes a time machine. And it's about a scientist and he makes a time machine, and then two kids come to test it out, and then they go on wacky adventures.
Wow, okay. So I looked over it before the show. It looks really cool. It's kind of like a comic book type of deal, right?
Yeah. The reason why I did that is because I really like drawing, and I had an idea for a story. So then I thought, how can I incorporate drawing to this? And a lot of drawings. So then I did a comic book, because then I thought, it has a lot of drawings and a way of telling story.
Wow, wow, that's incredible. So you're great at drawing. When did you start to write? When did you become writing?
I wrote the book in 4th grade.
Okay, in 4th grade. In 4th grade, and what grade? You're in 5th now. What school do you go to?
St. Stone, St. Methodius.
Okay, and I understand your classmates are watching, right?
I think so.
You want to say hi?
Hello.
Say hey, everybody.
Hi, I'm on a TV show.
Yes, that's right. You're on live TV and you're doing such a great job. So I have to ask you, what inspired you to publish a book?
Well, it wasn't me. One time I just wrote a book for fun, and then my mom said, hey, what is this for? Is this for like grade? And I said no. And then she said she was thinking maybe she could like print copies and sell it at art shows. And then I came with a part 2 and a part 3, and then she thought we could mash these together and make it a full book.
Yes.
Publish it.
That's amazing. And you're 10 years old, you're already accomplishing so much. How did you feel when your book was published?
Felt strange.
Did it really? Why did it feel strange?
Well, I don't know. Sad.
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal
yes,
for some people.
Exactly. It's a big deal here in the Coastal Bend, and we're all so proud of you. I have to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up?
An author.
An author? You're already an author.
Exactly.
What is your favorite part of the book?
This is part with Santa, and it's a good Christmas present.
It is. Exactly.
Part with Santa. They go to the North Pole.
It's a very good Christmas present, and you have something coming up this weekend, right?
Yes, I do. This Saturday, there's this thing at the South Texas, at
the art museum, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna do a signing there. I'm a guest there at South Texas Art Museum. I haven't memorized the name.
It's okay. It's at the South Texas Art Museum.
South Texas Art Museum.
And you're going to have a book signing. There's going to be lots of people. We're all so proud of you. And let's talk about where we can also purchase your book. It's locally in Barnes & Noble, right?
Yes.
Amazon, and we can go to your website. What's your website?
alexscreativeuniverse.com or alexscu.com. And my mom's wearing a shirt, but you can't see it, so.
How did you come up with that name?
Oh, that's a story. One time my mom was like, what's a good business name? And I watched, and I really like superheroes, and it's a superhero fan, and there's this thing called the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's MCU, so I was like, ACU, what about that? It's like, although this isn't a movie, it's cinematic. No, creative. Mom thought of that. Alex's creative universe. I was like, okay. And it's on TV.
There you go. It is on the TV, and you are so creative, and we're all so proud of you. And I love that you love superheroes.
Yes.
Is that kind of also what inspired you?
Kind of, yes. And speaking of that, my next, I should stop doing segues. Speaking of that.
That's good.
Okay. My next book, actually what I have next is a coloring book that should be around early next year. We're already done with it. We're just waiting to publish it. And then the next book, we're hoping it'll be somewhere within next year.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for coming, Alex. Give me 5. Good job.
That was a bad 5. Okay.
All right, everyone. Well, coming up next, Clarissa sits down with the ladies of Mirador to talk about their 3rd annual Wreath Festival. We'll be right back on Coastal Living.